Okay.
Today's day 6, and what we're going to do today, the reason we're back in the round pen is when I was leading them around yesterday, they were kind of pushing on me a little bit. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to review all the things that we've done so far, and then I'm going to work on that shoulder. And the reason we're back in the round pen is I don't want them a lot of room to run away from me. And so it's just a little easier to teach this lesson in the round pen. At all the clinics and stuff that I give, this shoulder is one of the most difficult things for people to get. What I want when I touch a horse on this side right here, I want this left front foot to step over. I don't particularly care if they cross over, but I want this side of them to be hooked onto the offside front so that when you touch them here, they reach out with this foot. And so we're just going to encourage it a little bit, and when they step out, we're going to call it good, and we're going to rub on them. But before we teach that, we're going to review everything that we've got so far. And so we'll sack them out with the stick and string. Pretty nice. And don't forget to rub these babies a lot. Now we're going to flex them. There. Every day it gets a little better. There. Very nice. We're going to flex him on the other side. You got to stick with him. Stick with him. There. 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 Very nice. Now we're going to send them. Making them move that shoulder is going to help them with this quite a bit. Send them around. Yield that hindquarters. Yield the hindquarters. Yield the hindquarters. And back them up. There. Now these are just babies. And we are just weaning them. So back up off that pressure of his nose. Point, and they go. We're going to work on that shoulder quite a bit today. There. Hindquarters. Back up. There. See, this colt's pretty bad about crowding. So we'll work on this a little bit more. There, he's starting to figure it out. Point, shoulder, there. Hindquarters. Back up. There. I'm going to do this a couple more times. I really want him to go around me nice and light. And yield and back up. There. Now watch on this side how he'll crowd me. Work on that shoulder. There, better. That's why we're going to add the shoulder today, so we can make that better. Hindquarters and back up. There. And maybe we'll work on our draw just a little bit. Yeah. Rub on him a bunch. Now maybe we'll back him up and send him. He doesn't stick as much as he did, and that sticking will go away. Hindquarters, back him up. Yeah. Send him the other way one more time and we'll start working on that shoulder. Point. That's better. He moved over with that shoulder instead of coming straight across. We actually want them to kind of pivot before they take off. Hip. Hip. Yep. I want that hip just a little bit better. I want him to look at me. I'm going to step in here and make him move that hip over. There. Now back up. Yeah. Okay. There he goes. Point. There. Now flip that string over his back until he stops. Very nice. He's licking his lips. He's not mad. He might be a little frustrated because he has to work every day, but he'll actually get over that a little bit. I'm take a step back. Point. There. Send him and stop him with my string. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Now we're going to work on that shoulder. We don't need this for that. All we need is our two hands. I'm going to hold this rope about that far away from the halter. And I'm going to put this hand up. I'm going to leave my hands open. When he steps across, like that, I'm going to rub him. If he goes forward, I'm going to pull him back. Like that. I want him to think back up. Not back up, but over. Very nice. Put a little pressure there. He stepped over. Watch that right front foot. There. Position myself. There. I want that right front foot to move over. Now right here he's off balance, but as soon as the right front foot moves over, we'll call it good. And you're not going to make them head shy as long as you rub their faces. Back him up. There. There. You ask them nice, and then you escalate your aids. Back him up. If he tries to take off, there. You have to back him up if he tries to take off. Now, if he starts stepping behind his front foot, then maybe so I'll move my body back further to push him forward just a little bit. But as long as he's doing that, I went forward, so I'll back him up. 1, 2. Now we're getting 2 steps. 1, 2, 3. Just build on this. 1, 2, 3, and rub it. I'm looking at that right front foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And see how he's not squirting out forward? He did there. 1, 2, 1. 1. There was a good one. There. You got to take your time. One. You see how he's looking, but he ain't going? Put some pressure on that shoulder. There, he stepped over and he stepped across. You want that left front to be ahead of that right front. You don't want them stepping backwards. But sometimes you have to put pressure on the shoulder as opposed to the jaw. There. And I don't particularly worry too much about that back end as long as the front end's moving, because the back end will fix itself. And we go forward. Backing up now. There, that's a good one. Step here and rub him. Just rub on him, relax him. When they go forward, you got to push him back. Now he's backing up. There, rub him. You're not hitting him that hard. You just got your bare hand. There. There. That was 2 really nice steps. He's licking his lips, he's not mad. There. He crossed over nice. He reached out with his right foot. He's going forward. Can't let him leave. He can't leave. There. He can't leave. He's got to step over. This is a real difficult lesson for them when they're little. Yeah. Sometimes I change my body to get that right front foot to move over. I'll move my body back and forth. There. If you're watching those feet, you're seeing when they do a good job with a couple of feet. He's leaving. He's leaving. That right front foot leads them around. When you start riding this colt, you lay your left leg on him and that right front foot will squirt over. You want your left leg and the right foot of them to be hooked together. Makes for cleaner turnarounds. There. 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 And rub him. He's kind of got an idea on that side. So we'll go to this side. He's leaving. There, that foot broke over. There. When they walk out of it like that, you put them back. and you step across, you rub them. But you can't let them just run off and run over you. There, he stepped over. He can't run off. There, he stepped over, but he left. He can't leave. There, he stepped over, but he left again. There, but he left. There, he stepped over. We'll take him back out here in the middle. Watch that right foot. Left. There, he stepped it over. There, he stepped it over. There, he stepped over. There, he stepped over. He's wanting to leave again. Make him back up a little bit. He stepped over good right there. So it's the left front foot on this deal. There. There. I'm getting in front of him here. So I don't want him to leave. He needs to step over. There. There, he stepped over. There, he stepped over, and he didn't leave. See how he's walking a circle? That's the same thing as him leaving. Back him up a little bit. There, he stepped over. Still walking forward. There, he stepped over. He needs to move that shoulder a little bit, and he can't leave. There, he stepped over. There, he stepped over. There, he stepped over. See, that shoulder's bulging out. When they're looking over there and that shoulder's bulging out, you need to touch that shoulder. I moved my body up here to kind of block them. Right here, the shoulder. See that shoulder? There. He stepped over. See how he went forward? Need to get that backed up. Eventually, I want him to turn around going forward, but he can't run off. Instead of turning, he has to turn. We have to have a beginning spot. There. There. The shoulder's bulking up and he's not. There. When he just looks over there with his head, he leaves that shoulder bulging out there. You got to get that foot to come across. There. Now he went forward. He's got to think over, not forward at this point. We can fix the forward motion after he starts stepping over. There, he stepped over. There, he stepped over. Yeah. Rub on him. There. There. He's walking forward. I want him to step over. So we back him up a couple steps and make him step over. Very nice. There. Right here. Get up there in front of him to block him and make him step over. Very nice. Very nice. Block him. There. Very nice. That is what we're after. But you see how I had to adjust my body to get him blocked so he would go over. We'll do that one more time. What I want him to do here is step over. There. He stepped over and crossed over. Now we stop and rub him. I had to use his forward motion against him, and I got in front of him and I blocked him, and he stepped over, and it was real nice. So he knows if I come in here, now I'm up here higher, stop that forward motion. There. There. Really nice. That's the beginning of the shoulder. We'll do this a little bit. Now we'll flex him again. Stay with him. By the end of the 14 days, he won't ever crack. As long as we reward him for stopping and softening. And some days he's real good at this, some days he's not. Stay with him. Stay with him. When he gives, give back. When he gives, give back. When he gives, give back. There. We'll do the other side. There. And eventually we want this to be parallel like it is on this side, but we want him to come way round. But every time he gives, you give back, and it'll just keep getting softer and softer. Now I think we'll tie him up and get on with the filling.